Find really interesting animals, salamanders, bugs, little snakes, critters, all kinds of critters. But you never know what you're going to find until you start fishing. If Murphy's Law holds, today I won't find anything. But one of the more interesting things that often is found a little bit later on, after the weather turns cold, wasps and hornets and yellow jackets are insects that spend the winter as adults. And to do that, they have to find a place to keep from freezing. And what most of them do is find an old dead log somewhat like this and just chew their way down into the middle of the log, and there they can safely overwinter. They don't eat anything. There's a moist environment. They don't have to drink anything. And more importantly, because of the fungal activity going on, that releases heat energy and keeps the inside of that log from ever freezing. So by burying up in the middle of an old dead log, bees and wasps and hornets and those things, yellow jackets, are able to overwinter successfully, and then they'll come back out in the spring and again start their life cycle over. Now I want to show you something else that I found by accident.
What is that?
Who knows what that is?
I be feeding them. Them things be on the trees.
It's exactly right. You've seen them on the side of the trees.
Is it dead?
This is called, it's an exoskeleton. Yeah, it's not an animal, it's just the leftover outside part of it.
Okay.
So to say it's dead is not exactly right either. It's kind of like your skin sloughs off in little bitty pieces all the time.
I know that.
All right. Well, this animal sloughs off its outside covering, which we call its exoskeleton, all at once to grow bigger. What this is the exoskeleton of a cicada that is an animal that lives, fascinating, this particular species lives for 7 years under the ground and feeds on sap from tree roots. It's got some mouth that it chews in and stabs into a tree root and gets the sugar sap out of the tree root. Then after 7 years of feeding on that and growing, it crawls out of the ground and usually will climb up on the side of a tree or something and hang on, and then it most of the time happens at night, so you don't get to see it very often, and it rips open the back. See that little slit in the back of it there? Yeah. And out comes this really large thing that looks like an enormous fly called a cicada. Sometimes they're called July flies.